Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. So chapter 1 is complete, chapter 2 is complete. A haunted past, questionable ethics is done, and now we're going to be finishing off corruption, event quest, Uncollected. We're going to be taking on a bleak future turncoat, which is Shang-Chi, boss, and the puppet master, which is Mr. Negative Boss. So we're going to show you how to beat Shang-Chi and Mr. Negative, and that should be a lot of fun. Now chapter 1 and chapter 2 took about 17 minutes to complete. This one is going to take about 25 minutes to complete. It's a little bit more difficult. We're going to go down A. We're just going to take path A and let's go with it. And this is turncoat, and I cannot wait to see what this Shang-Chi boss is all about. So let's make the jump. We are going to bring in the same champions we brought in before. They seem to be doing the job, and if they're doing the job, why change it? But we go down first, then we hit the path, and we go up, and we're going to go up to Cull Obsidian first. He's the first boy on the charts to take out. And remember, this is uncollected gameplay. And Cull Obsidian. And we are going to bring in the man himself, Dr. Doom. We're going to stun, which is a parry, and then we're going to shock him with a medium and a heavy. We're going to stagger him, and we're going to rinse and repeat over and over again. We are going to parry, medium, fire up that SP1, get that power gain back, and with every hit we're going to drain some power. And I'm telling you, before you blink, this fight is over. Cull Obsidian is done and dusted. Uncollected, chapter 3, turncoat. Now we are going to go into the second fight, and it looks to be Dragon Man, one of my favorite champions in the game. I don't really want to be fighting against this guy, but we are going to bring in Dr. Doom to do some power draining, because he has that power gain ability that is insane. So if we could get to our SP1, we'd be able to contain this beast. You just want to back off and watch for that tail and those hits, man. You just want to keep backing off on this guy. We staggered him, so that hopefully should contain him a bit. There we go. Get to that SP2, fire that SP1, power drain him, and we should be able with each hit to power drain him some more. Fire off our unblockable SP2. Incinerate seems to be doing some the work. He got that power gain going, but he is also done and dusted. So that's the second fight. Now we're coming up to the third fight, which is going to be Gamora. Again, so far it looks like Dr. Doom is the man for these first three fights. We're going to parry, we're going to heavy for the stagger and stun. Here you go. We want to look out and make sure we don't get hit with her special attacks with that Godslayer blade, because she could absolutely wreck you with one hit. You never know. If the AI is going to be on your side or against you, she could definitely take you out of a fight instantly. And there you go. Gamora should be one hit away and done. There you go. She's done. So Doom so far seems to be very, very good for this part. And there seems to be a lot of cosmic champions and mystic champions in this part. Now we have the annoying guy. 3-4 years ago, no one wanted to face the Mordo. He was so annoying to fight until you realize what it is you needed to do. So you just want to intercept this guy as much as possible and tap into him a couple of times, 1, 2, maybe 3 times. And if you have a champion that fires off a lot of heavies, that's the way to go. And of course, Nick Fury is absolute MVP for this one. There you go, hold that block. And watch for that SP1. And sorry, that heavy attack with the incinerates. You really want to do some intercepting here and land a heavy. You don't want to hit him more than 3-4 times because he is just going to just wreck you. He just intercepts you and kills you. So couple taps and he's done and dusted. Absolutely no problem now to fight Mordo. And we have here now Taskmaster, which could be a bit annoying. He's absolutely very good with attack, amazingly, surprisingly so, but not one of my favorite champions to play with. And here we go. We have that class advantage and we have those death spores, and I don't know anyone that could handle those death spores. We're gonna fire up that heavy, keep those death spores on him. And he is done and dusted. Absolutely, again, no problem in this fight so far. You guys should be having an easy time with this fight if you have ranked up champions. If you use the same champions not ranked up, you should be able to complete these quests as well, no problem. Another annoying guy to fight, Mr. Fantastic. So we're gonna bring in Nick Fury, hopefully apply some bleeds to this guy. I'm not gonna try to use SPs on him, but we're gonna bring in the death spores. How's that? The death spores is gonna just do this guy over time. We wanna land a heavy. I'm not trying to do SP1s, or maybe an SP2 would be devastating to him. And here we go. I'm pretty much trying to do nothing here at all. Just apply those death spores and let it do its job. Fire up the heavy so I could back up and still have that death spores work for me. Again, he has that unblockable, which is dexable. You could evade it, but I just messed up there. Now I have that SP3 I could fire off and get some health back. But he's going to be dead anyway, so the death spores does its job. A very annoying guy to fight, Mr. Fantastic. I have him, but he's not ranked up, and I don't have him as a 6-star, or I think I have him as a 4-star. So I haven't put any investment into him at all, no time. So let's go on to the next fight, which should be going to the boss fight, which is the, who is it? Shang-Chi. And he's the man. This is what it's all about. This guy is absolutely devastating. We all got that SP and that 3-star. I don't have enough resources to rank him up amazingly. I have every resort except for a skill champion. But he has hard knock life. Every time the attacker performs a successful well-timed block, they gain a passive disorient. Bob and weave. All the defender's attacks are guaranteed critical. So that's not fun. And when the defender strikes the attacker's block, the defender regenerates 500% of the damage dealt. So that's not fun. And now you see me, every 10 seconds the attacker is inflicted with a falter, which is never ever fun. So this guy, we just gonna go hard out and just do some damage, heavy damage. We don't want to be messing around with this dude. Leave a comment in the notes below on who you use to take this guy out. But let's look at the gameplay. We're gonna get into, again, we're on a little bit of a pause here, and I have no idea why. Okay, here we go. Still on a pause. And I don't know why. Again, the game is just lagging a bit. We're gonna bring in Cosmic Ghost Rider and do as much damage as possible. I'm thinking we need maybe 2 champs to bring this guy down. I'm not sure. This is the first time seeing him in action in this game, so it's all new to me. I didn't look at any other videos or anything else, or who used what to defeat him. So he has that timer going on the top right corner, and I believe that's for the unstoppable. There you go. He goes unstoppable every couple seconds. So you got to keep your eye on that timer. I'm just trying to armor break this guy as much as possible so I could lay into him. Again, he's unstoppable. I took my eye off the timer. So do not take your eye off that timer, guys. I was so concentrated on getting my judgments in. So who are we going to get? Let's bring in Nick Fury and just wreck this guy. How's that? So you just want to intercept this guy. He's going to hit into your block and do a lot of damage to you anyway. That timer is about to go unstoppable. And he's unstoppable. He's gonna be able to hold that block. I'm just gonna back off, give myself some space. Maybe I should take myself down to the real Nick Fury and wreck him. But again, the unstoppable kicks in. Just wanna have him backed off here. Missed. We have over 7 tactical charges, so he's not going to be able to evade. And there, this should do it. That should be it. And he is in. Oh, he's not in the bin. What is going on here? All his kung fu moves. But again, we still have the real Nick Fury to deal with. This guy regenerated some health here. Oh, that's right, he does regenerate health while hitting into block, so we don't want to do that. We really want to back off this guy so that he does not hit into us, and just do some intercepts and some damage over time should take him down, no problem. So that is Shang-Chi, the Kung Fu Master. And he is done and dusted, and now we are going to go into the Puppet Master, Mr. Negative fight, and see how we fight and how we beat him. So we won the skill fight already, so we're going to take those rewards. Now let's go into Uncollected Puppet Master, and if you are interested, the next video coming out after this video is going to be the Cavalier Chapter 1. We're going to defeat a Call for Help, the Spider-Man boss as Cavalier, and the Hit Monkey boss set in motion Cavalier. We're going to come to do that next video. That's going to be coming up within the next couple hours. So hit that notification bell so you get notified when we put those videos out, and you'll be able to see what we used, who we used to complete that gameplay, because that is going to be a different lineup. So we have Magik. So let's see, Magik, and we're going to go with Nick Fury. Again, once she has that limbo, we do not want to hit into her because she's just going to regen all of that damage. So the key to Magik is when she is in limbo, stay away from her, let it run out, run its course. And here we go. We want to get to that SP2 ideally, hopefully. I wanted to throw that SP2 so we don't get hit with an SP3. And she's not throwing the there you go, finally. And SP2 should be lights out. Oh no, I want to rush in there and knock her out before that limbo kicks in. So here you go, Magik is in the bin. And who do we have next? So it will be interesting to see if the Puppet Master, Mr. Negative, is actually more difficult to fight than Shang-Chi. So we have Korg, always a pain in the butt, but I'm telling you, the key to Korg is Omega Red. Check this fight out, man. I am just going to rinse and repeat, light, 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 and apply that death spores on this guy. Land a heavy once we took off his rock stack. Here we go. And look at him melt away, man. And just wait for it, wait for it. I don't want him to fire up that SP3 and then fire up that SP1 and it's lights out. 31 hits. Korg is out cold. Absolutely no damage because it's all energy damage with Omega Red. So, tip. Korg killer is Omega Red. Here we go, Punisher 2099. We have Omega Red, Sorcerer Supreme. She really hits into that block and devastates you. But I'm just gonna go with Death Spores today. All day long, Death Spores. And this is not playing suicides or anything else. I don't ever use suicides. I don't have time to go back and forth changing around stuff with masteries. I have my mastery set up the way I like it. And these champions could be a lot better, I guess, with suicides, but I don't need to. I mean, if you want to fire up that death spore, just fire up those death spores. Take a hit if you wanted to. There you go. SP2 should be devastating. There you go. And that should just melt her away. Want to parry and hold block there, but can't get close to her. Fire up that SP1. Hopefully I get some health back. Not enough time. And she's done and dusted anyway. So there you have it. Sorcerer Supreme. Agent Venom. Fun guy to play with again as an attacker. He is a bit annoying if he had unblockable. He was on an unblockable node. He's one of the better champions to put on an unblockable node. SP1, SP2. He does a lot of damage. But this is not one of those nodes. So Punisher 2099 should be able to wreck this guy with absolutely no problem. As you can see, some light and end with a medium attack. Medium, light, 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 medium. That backs him off. I'm going to get to SP2, hopefully by 100% battery. And there we have it. And I got clipped, but that's okay. Because when I fire the SP2, it is lights out. 16,800 crit rating, which is a nice thing to see when you need it. And here we go. Next fight up. And this one is almost done, guys. We're coming up to that Mr. Negative. Nightcrawler. But you know who I'm going to use for Nightcrawler? Punisher 2099. That's right. This guy falls under 15%. He has that nice regen. But also his SP2 is difficult to block. Even for Nightcrawler. He's at 82% battery. And I'm going to get clipped. Or am I going to regen? Alright, we back up to 36%. 43% became back up too. Not too bad. And that's what I'm saying. I love Punisher 29 because he's so versatile. It really is hard to get him out of the game. And could I finish off this Nightcrawler with an SP2? Let's hope we get lucky. Not a huge crit, just a 9,000 crit at the last one. But let's land that heavy. We should do it. Boom. Heavy, man. This guy is, he has it all. So that was fun gameplay. We're not going to be using him anymore for this fight. So let's see. Let's go into... And there's quite a lot of extra fights in this one. We're going to go into another annoying champion, Magneto. Very annoying. I don't think you could power drain this guy. But I will test it. Let's see. I can't remember if he gets power drained or not. So we are going to fire off that SP1 at some point in time to power drain him. He is annoying to fight, man, I'm telling you. Absolutely no power gain, power drain. Actually, we powered him up. It's just the absolute reverse. So that is funny. Let's try that again, just for the hell of it. Power up. Boom. Alright, we pushed him to SP2. We shouldn't take that much damage on this one. This is a rank 2 Dr. Doom, so we should be able to deal with this pretty well. There you go, 51%. I'm firing off some mediums to get this guy shocked, but he's not seem to be getting any of this damage. Alright, he just took some shock damage there. SP2 should take him down. Incinerate. He's not going anywhere really. Alright, so that took a bit longer than I think that is the longest fight in the gameplay. Which is crazy. Alright, Mr. Negative, the man we've been waiting for to see what he does. And this is going to finish off this gameplay. So guys, if you haven't already done so, please hit the subscribe button. It really helps the channel. I need those subscribers. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get notified via text or email when we put out new content. This one has combat deja vu. Whenever the attacker lands the same type of basic attack twice in a row. So this is like might be mixed master mode. Basic attacks twice in a row. Defender gains a prowess, a buff, increasing special attack damage by 50%. Special attack heal block. The defender's special attack inflicts heal blocks and fate seals against regeneration and evasive maneuvers. When the defender is knocked down, they gain an evade charge for 8 seconds. If the defender is attacked while the charge is active, they consume it, granting 100% evade. And all bad news. So an evade champion would be great here as well. Someone that could counter evades. Nick Fury, once he has over 7 tactical charges. Kanak should be good for this fight as well. This guy is footloose. After activating a special attack, the defender becomes unstoppable and has a 25% chance to blah 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 to evading. Everything is about evade incoming attacks. So yeah, this guy is going to be a pain in the butt, I can tell already. So let's just try to get some charges on Nick Fury. He has none right now. Maybe we should just take some hits. Alright, I'm gonna apply some blades on this guy. Hopefully damage over time does some damage. He goes unstoppable when he fires off the SP, so you gotta back off a bit. Alright, we had the real Nick Fury now. You wanna fire that SP2. We have him stunned. Maybe we could be able to do some damage here now. There you go. Oops. That was my bad. I ran into him, not looking at the timer. And we got clipped at the end, but not bad. We took him down to 12%. So let's clean this guy up with, I could use Cosmic Ghost Rider. Let's just do Omega Red. Clean him up, and this should be done and dusted. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This should be no problem for Omega Red to just apply some spores. We did a parry and a heavy to keep those spores on him. He's evading pretty good, but he ran into that one. He's melting away with the spores. Hopefully I don't die before he melts away. SP2, SP1, boom, SP1 did it. And that is the gameplay. Let's check the rewards, and I'll catch you guys a little later. So that's chapter 1, 2, and we just completed chapter 3. These are the rewards. And then we are going to be coming out next with the Cavalier gameplay, chapter 1. So stay tuned for that. And I'll catch you guys a little later. Don't forget, guys. Let's see what we got here. We got some rewards. Don't forget to work less, play more, and enjoy life. Bye, guys.